Greetings everyone, and welcome back to our Standing Watch program. Germany is in arms again, figuratively speaking, because of a decision which was made by the German opera house in Berlin, the Deutsche Oper, to cancel a 3-year-old production of a 225-year-old opera by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Because in it a scene was depicted which would show the severed head of Mohammed, in addition to the severed heads of other religious leaders. And in accordance with the understanding of most Muslims, it is a sin to portray in any way Mohammed. The German reaction to this decision was one of outcry and condemnation. Interior Minister Wolfgang Schäuble called it insane, and other politicians called it absurd, nonsense, utter nonsense, cowardness, and Germany's Chancellor Angela Merkel warned that because of fear we should not do certain things which otherwise we wouldn't do, warning against the abolition of the freedom of speech and of art. The German commentators in the newspapers and magazines were also extremely appalled by this decision, saying that this is not just limited to Germany, but that the entire European society is affected by a self-censorship of fear against Muslim radicals. There was a biting commentary in Der Spiegel Online to the effect that the Pope just took 2 days to backpedal when he gave his by now infamous speech in Regensburg, where he quoted a statement to the effect that Mohammed has brought the sword to the world. And the commentary pointed out that those who scream the loudest amongst the Islam world, saying that Islam cannot be associated with violence at all, are the same ones which are carrying signs saying death to those who insult Islam. Now, the reaction by the Muslims in Germany to the decision to cancel the opera was mixed. Some welcomed that decision, while others tried to tell their Muslim brothers and sisters to tolerate the quote-unquote provocations in the art. But German voices are being heard now to the effect that if Muslims want to live in Germany, they had better submit to and become part of the culture of Germany. One politician asked the question, what's going to be next after we have now abandoned the freedom of art? Are we now going to abandon the freedom of speech and of preaching sermons? Now, it is interesting that the Bible clearly predicts that the reaction in Europe will be not only against Muslims who don't submit to the German culture and the European culture, but also to others who don't want to submit to the European culture, which is pretty much identified with Christian orthodoxy. The Bible says that Europe will unite, and it will unite under the spiritual leadership of the Pope. And so we will find that those who don't agree with the Orthodox Christian teachings will find themselves pretty much isolated in Europe. The Catholic Pope has already stated recently that the greatest danger to the Roman Catholic Church and also to Christian unification are those fundamentalist sects, those who read the Bible literally. And he said that you cannot read the Bible literally. And the Catholic Church for centuries has taken the position that it has the right to change biblical injunctions if the Pope speaks ex cathedra and if he feels that that is necessary. But then there are Christian organizations which wouldn't accept that. They don't believe that a human authority can change biblical injunctions as given and written down by God. And so we will find that if those Christian organizations, even though they are very peaceful, challenge the authority of the Catholic Church to change biblical injunctions, they will find themselves persecuted in Europe. And that, my friend, is prophesied and you should know more about it. And in order to learn more about what is going to happen, please read our free booklet, Europe in Prophecy. And if you want to know what was changed, even though the Bible doesn't allow those changes, please read our free booklet, God's Commanded Holy Days. Until next time, this is Norbert Link for the Standing Watch program.